Thanks to relatively high Ethereum prices and also other crypto prices, at the moment it is profitable again to mine cryptocurrencies with your PC at home. Now, of course, that depends on what kind of GPU you have installed in your PC. So that's what we are going to talk about today in this video: how to mine cryptocurrencies on your computer. And as you can see at the moment, with $3,500 for Ethereum, if you have a 3090, that equals $300 per month, which means that you will get back the money that you invest in a relatively short amount of time, which is not comparable to other sources. Like, imagine just the time that you need to get your money back when you invest in stocks, in real estate, etc. So this is really a very easy form of passive income. There is a lot of need for the computational power of your GPU. And at the moment, if you are not utilizing the power of your PC that can be used for gaming, I think you're leaving out a lot of money on the table. So pay really close attention to this video, where I'll explain to you how you can install Cryptex on your PC, which is a software that basically is installed within a minute and it just starts mining cryptocurrencies for you. You don't need to create a wallet, you don't need to set up anything. It's really super convenient for everybody who doesn't have that much time to set up a rig and work with Linux and whatnot. Like, installing software for mining cryptocurrencies was damn complicated a few years ago, and now if you imagine what you can do if you have a 390, if you maybe install it on multiple devices, hook up your old computer, your old laptop, you can imagine how much money you can make, or actually how much money you're not making at the moment if you are not utilizing this. So first, before we start about the process of installing the software, which is really quick and simple and easy, let's take a look at the math here. So right now we're sitting at about $3,500 per Ethereum. And I will, for this calculation at least, take into consideration that you pay for 1 kilowatt per hour about 32 cents in euros. In dollars, that's, I don't know how much, I guess that's something like 40 cents. But this is something that you can put into the Cryptex calculator, or the one that is being used by NiceHash. To be quite honest, I think that the NiceHash calculator looks a little bit better, so that's why I'm using it right now. And as you can see with the 3090, you still, even after subtracting the energy cost, you sit at €5.45 per day, which is over 150 euros per month, guys. For absolutely not doing any physical labor. You just let the PC do the work. Thank you very much. Now, you have to keep in mind that these numbers, of course, are based on a software that is software and hardware that has not been overclocked, so that needs to be taken into consideration. Cryptex has something really cool, which is basically an overclocking database, where you can see how much you can overclock your hardware, which is in a healthy range, and where you should stop, because of course you can overclock too much and then you can damage your hardware. Neither I nor the software that you use takes the responsibility for this. So if you overclock, do it with caution. And furthermore, of course, everything in this video depends on the market. So whatever kind of financial decision you make here, you need to take into consideration the price of the coin itself, the energy price, and if you're willing to make this investment itself. Of course, view this video as my personal opinion and not financial advice, as always, guys. Now, with this in mind, it makes sense again to check out Facebook Marketplace, Amazon, eBay, etc. for a GPU for a reasonable price. However, whatever you do, make sure that you use the link in the description to install Cryptex. You don't get charged anything. As a matter of fact, you do exactly the same like always, but the only difference is that I get a very small share of what you mine, and that means you still mine the same. I just get a share of what you mine. So with that in mind, guys, thank you so much for the attention. And now we come to the easiest part so far, the installation of the software. So now that I have talked enough about the software, let's take a look at how a fresh account looks like. As you can see, it's completely empty. We click on download Cryptex, then you download that, save it in your downloads, and then of course you have to execute the file. Yes, execute. Next up, you'll see that the installation should start right about now. There we go. This part consists of some waiting. Of course, type in the information of your account, your email address that is associated with the account. And then once you are done with that, you type in your password, sign in. And just to be very clear, honest, and transparent at this point, this is a little bit sped up. It took me a little longer, and then we'll see a 5-second countdown, and then the pause will stop, and you'll see that my work laptop without a really nice GPU won't mine a lot, but this is basically how it works. So I paused it until the next manual run, and let's see what the pro mode has in store for us, because in the account there is not many interesting things to see. As you can see, there are different algorithms, different things that you can mine. Basically nothing spectacular. If you have any questions or you want to learn something about Cryptex and overclocking, make sure to check out the Telegram, where people help really quickly. This is the wallet, which, as you can see, as I said earlier, is empty. Then of course we have the hardware, which is one CPU without a GPU. In this case, we haven't cashed out on anything, so that is empty as well. Where it does get interesting is that if you want to cash out, you have the option between ruble, US dollars, euros. So fairly easy to cash out whatever you have in your Cryptex account. And as I said earlier, you have the overclocking database, where you just type in the GPU that you are currently using, and you will get a guide on how much and how you should overclock it. So that's something that I really like. Many of you maybe still run on a 1060 with 3 gigabytes, because that's the most used GPU for gamers as far as I know right now. And that of course won't yield that much, but if you want to see if it makes sense to invest in a stronger GPU, check out the mining hardware, and also refer your friends and family to Cryptex and make your crypto family a little bit bigger. If you decide to download Cryptex, I would highly suggest use the link in the description and support this channel. That would be really awesome, and thank you very much for that. And guys, this is how mining in the 21st century looks like. Very easy setup. You're done. You're good to go within minutes, and you don't need any programming language or anything complicated has to be done. So this is why I really like Cryptex and why I recommend it to you. What were your experiences using Cryptex? Do you suggest something different? Do you say, are there any advantages or disadvantages to using Cryptex or other software maybe? I would love to see a discussion in the comments down below. So, and once again, thank you so much for your attention. If you enjoyed the video or it helped you, leave it a thumbs up, comments, anything, put it down under the video, and subscribe to the channel with the notification bell. So thank you so much once again, and see you soon. Bye bye.